It's kind of like, what is happening to me? Because I actually think that's what's happening to me is pretty cool stuff. Just with me getting through the cold. So like, for example, last night, I drove home from my sister's house, from Jenny's house, which is about 15 minutes, 8 degrees outside, and I didn't turn on my heater. I just allowed the cold to just like fill my surroundings. I allowed the cold to fill all the space that love would fill, like to fill every single space, and to not be afraid of it. And it just like, it filled my whole coat, it filled the car, it filled the space around my face. But at the same time, there was this warmth from within, and it was almost like this warmth from within, it was like cradling me, and I was like wanting to almost fall asleep, just I felt so good with the cold all around me, but like yet this warmth coming from within. Good morning and dobro utro. I just woke up not too long ago. I went outside, checked it. It didn't feel too bad outside, and just this little thing and that little white shirt that I typically wear. It's about 14 degrees outside, so I'm gonna go for a walk around the block. And it's just a small walk around the block, or a short walk. This is what I'm gonna wear. You can see through it. It's pretty thin. It's just this little linen kind of thing. You can see kind of right through it. This little t-shirt, and then these pants, which are just like a pretty thin material. And then I'm gonna put some, just some socks, maybe my Crocs on or something like that. But mostly it's that I can feel the cold through my clothing, and that the skin is not in like super direct contact with the actual air, but just that it has just enough so that it doesn't totally touch it, but I can still really feel it. And there's no wind outside right now. There's no sun. It's just gray and cloudy, but it's still outside, and I think the stillness and the cold, I think I can handle that. I think I'm ready for that, to just go out for, a nice long walk. It's not long. It's only gonna take me maybe like 15 minutes, to walk around the block. Okay, maybe if I walk slow, maybe 20, maybe not even. And I might walk around the lake, and that would take me probably more like a half hour. It depends on how I feel when I get down there. I decided to, my chest area, I wasn't ready for that to be exposed. And so I did put my vest on, and I couldn't find my little headband, so I just went with it and did my big headband. And then I did put my arm warmers on. Although what's interesting is that I felt rather uncomfortable with the arm warmers on, and so I've kind of been like pulling them down just to cover my hands, because it really is just my hands right now that I actually feel that I wanted to protect and that feel kind of cold. I'm wearing the Crocs, and I went to the park. That was stupid. I knew it was going to be stupid when I walked down here, but I decided to do it anyway because I was with Zushi, and I felt like she really wanted to go run, but she clearly doesn't want to be in the snow because she's limping around. So, and now my socks are wet, so I don't think that was a great choice to do. But I am going around the little lake here. So this is the little lake, not the big lake that I go around. And it might not even take me a half hour, considering it's only been 10 minutes and, and I'm already here. But I'm feeling, my arms feel great. My legs feel great. The only thing that doesn't is my hands and my feet again, because I still got to figure out this shoe gear. But yeah, I mean, my arms feels really great. And I'm telling you, this little thing that I'm wearing is like, you can see through it. It's not thick. And today I was just feeling extra cold and chilly from within. And so I just taking a break from doing anything that is like cold exercise, adaptability exercises related. Because again, the point is not to push myself, but to allow myself, and to know the difference between pushing and allowing. And so today, I mean, it's pretty warm out comparatively. It's almost 30 degrees, 28, something like that, 29. And, but no, I am in my coat. I am in a long sweater. I'm in my skirt, my tights. I've got my mucklucks on. I've got also all my stuff on, and I'm not going to ride in the car without my heat. I have my heat on. I didn't do a cold shower this morning. I didn't go for a cold weather run this morning. So I just wanted to have this day where I was just cozy and cuddly in exactly what I had on, and I felt like today those kind of exercises were going to be pushing, and it wasn't a matter of just allowing. And so right now I want to allow myself to have peace and rest, and while typically those things are peace and rest, today they wouldn't be. I'm out here now, and I was feeling really, really chilly for the first part of it. Frustrated, a little irritated. Oh, I could feel it in how I was responding to Zushi and telling her what to do. Even though here I am in my getup, in my warm clothes, and I'm feeling much better now. I really focused my thoughts and my feelings. More so, I focused my feelings on God, on Spirit, Truth, Father. And I feel a lot warmer now. I feel a lot more in harmony. And I feel now more like I could take off some layers. I'm not going to, but the important thing is that like I really feel like I could, and especially it wouldn't be easy to take off the layers that I'm wearing. Like the skirt, I just have tights on, and you can see right through the tights, so that's not really appropriate. And the coat and the shirt, and I remember what I'm wearing. Oh, it's just not easy stuff to carry. But that's not the point. The point isn't to take it off. The point is to feel ready and to allow myself to take it off, not to push myself to take it off. Dobro utro еще. I know it's not the correct way to say good morning again in Russian, but that's what I know. So this morning I woke up and felt invigorated. Went outside. The air didn't feel offensive to my body in any way. It felt really good and cloaking almost. And I did my squats. I even like ran around out there a little bit with Zushi as she was doing her thing. And then I'm like, ooh, it must be a pretty warm morning. And I went and I looked at the thermometer after I came back in. I was in my bare feet, of course, running around in the snow a little bit, not totally like ankle deep in snow, but just around a little bit. And it was 13 degrees. And so I'm like, wow, because yesterday it was 30 and I felt so cold and so on the inside. I just wanted to like bundle up, and now today I'm like, whew, and it's like a lot colder. So this definitely I can definitely tell how this has more to do with my state of being, that my body is able to cope with certain elements better or worse because of my state of being. This is a really cool thing to notice. I'm here at the park now. I want to just show what I chose to wear. So I'm in the car, the heat's on. Might not be the best idea to have the heat on, but I just really needed to like prepare myself because it is a little bit colder. It's only about 18 degrees right now. And the last time I was here was about 27, so that's 10 degrees colder. And so I chose to wear my vest and this thing, which is like, it's like a sweater. It's got holes all over it. So I mean, it does actually provide some warmth, actually, but you know, through the holes, my my skin is going to be exposed through the little holes, and so I'm gonna wear my pants, these pants, and then I have my tennis shoes, and then so I have, you know, this thing on, and then like kind of like a sports bra type thing. So, but I'm planning on keeping my vest on. So essentially it's just gonna be like that. I guess I'm just trying to decide right now if I want to take my coat off and leave it in the car, or if I want to bring it with and like tie it, if I get and tie it around my waist or something. If I decide to take the coat off. The problem is if I get out there, the thing I'm working with is if I get out there and I'm cold and I don't have something to put over my arms, like that could really just like be detrimental to what I'm trying to do. So that's what I'm working with right now. That's what I'm wearing. I'm here. I'm procrastinating. I'm super procrastinating. It's okay. I did take off my coat. It's tied around my waist. I realize that I look like a complete fool. I do not look good here, you know, running in all my stuff. But part of that I think is like, you know, the humility of looking like an idiot, really, while I'm out here is part of what helps me do this, I think. Keeps the pride down, I guess. I don't know. It actually feels really good. My arms are feeling great. My face, damn, my face feels like it's frozen. I think it has. I think there's a lot of inflammation in my face, and I think that's why this is going on. But anyway, so I haven't taken my pants off yet, but I am going to show you where I am. So here is where we started. And we went so we've been about a little over a mile and a half in. Well, not a mile and a half. I don't know. Add that up. Getting over here at this thread thing. So what we're gonna do is go around the lake like this. I think I'm gonna take my pants off here. I could extend the thing a little bit because it just hasn't been that long. But and if I wanted to go like that, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna stand here and just kind of enjoy this for a little bit and think about it. I might just continue on because I do want to take my shorts off, and I want to take my pants off, not my shorts. Let's see how that goes. Okay, there we go. Took the pants off. Can you see? So it feels pretty good. Here's my funny little getup. Like a weirdo. I am in the sun, and it feels so beautiful and warm. And there's the getup. Oh, it feels so good. My hands, dude, my hands are cold as, they're seriously feeling cold. The rest of my body feels great. I'm just basking in the sun. I feel totally relaxed. The sun is so helpful. The skin on my thighs does feel a little tingly. My hands feel a little cold. Skin does. It's really crazy. I can just tell how the skin on my hands and just does not have the kind of blood flow to it that the rest of my body does, because the rest of my body is just like, oh my God, it's just loving this. And I mean, God, I can't believe I've never enjoyed this before. So I had some thoughts. Being that I'm just like kind of casually walking here, I had some thoughts that I wanted to share about yesterday, the day before. I was talking about not being pushed or pushing myself versus allowing myself. And a friend of mine sent over this picture from an Instagram post that somebody posted about God's voice versus Satan's voice. So I'm going to use God's voice versus darkness, light. I don't think of God and Satan as being like these people or anything that has kind of a form. And so it feels weird to call it Satan because it feels like I'm like referring to someone. But that is a word from my childhood, and I want to accept and like totally just dive into this language of my childhood so that I can go back and really heal that little girl like I was talking about in some of my other videos. And so God versus Satan. Okay, so God's voice encourages us. Satan's voice, shoot, what does Satan's voice do? Oh, pushes us. And so if I'm feeling pushed, that's not God's voice. If I'm feeling encouraged, that's God's voice. And that was so clear to me. It just made such an impact on me to be able to describe it and talk about it in that way. And right now I feel encouraged. I don't feel pushed. And so I know that this is lightness. This is right. I can listen to this, and this is truth and trust, and that's why I'm here walking like it's a nice warm summer's day. It's 18 degrees outside, and I mean, I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I could do some squats. Yeah, let's do some squats. I just got done with 50 squats. 50! Whoa! It just felt good. I don't know why I chose squats, just because I like squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's another 10 more. It's so easy. I feel like I'm at the freaking beach. This is just nuts. My God. Okay, this is my first time going to the park, only I'm not pre-wearing any warm clothes. I am just wearing what I plan to go. I do have these things on my lap right now, but I did bring them with me in the car, but I'm not pre-wearing any warm clothes. So I'm just going. It's pretty cold in my car. I don't really plan to turn on the heat. I'm going to go for the run over at the park, and we're going to see how I do. There's no sun today, but apparently right now it's around 27-ish according to the thing, so it's actually, I think it's going to be pretty good. Okay, bye. I did it. I went out there and I did not have anything with me except what I was wearing. I'm back at my house now, but yeah, it was just this, my tennis shoes, and exactly what you see here. And I did feel a little bit afraid, nervous, like 3/4 of the way in. My legs did start to get pretty tingly. It's actually only about 22 degrees out there. Yes, it's about 22 degrees out there. So anyway, my legs did start to feel a little bit tingly. I did have mittens or like gloves on, but that didn't seem to help my hands from getting cold. They still got really cold. My feet my toes were just really squeezed into these shoes, and they did start to get tingly a little bit. But like I think my upper part of my thighs, there's just a lot of inflammation, I think, in my face and in my top part of my thighs, and that's why they get so like tingly. My arms did amazing. All in all, like, it felt amazing to be out there. Not only that, but I did 75 squats while I was out there. This is just cool because like I was just like boom, 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 just doing the squats, and they felt so good. And I came upon my first girl who I talked to, and she said that she was inspired by me. She's from Arizona, so this is the first time I've ever had somebody come up to me and say that they were inspired by something that I was doing. So that's at least consciously, recently, doing this kind of stuff. So it was a really great experience.